Good morning and welcome to today's predictions. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you join our Telegram channel. We are doing very, very well. We have our premium 5 odds happening in our Telegram channel. Please join. It's the link to it is in the comment section. Please join. Make sure you join. We are doing very, very well in our Telegram channel. So you have to join the Telegram channel quickly to be part of the premium 5 odds that we have ongoing right now because the games will soon begin. So I want to talk about a few things, very, very important. First and foremost, we won yesterday's games, 2.22 odds. I have even lost count of how many times we've won today. We've won this week. We've won so many days. But I want to say something very, very important. So I took my time to analyze 3 matches that give 2.22 odds. And you guys know how well we do with these 2+ odds. The only time we lose is when there is match fixing or a red card. Now, imagine my surprise when I saw somebody write in the comment section that the game involving Demirspor and Galatasaray will be both teams to score. This is a game that I had clearly analyzed that it's going to be home win because of how important that game was to Gala. Gala is just 2 games away from winning the league. And I clearly showed you guys the statistics of the home team, that the home team isn't capable of upsetting Gala. In fact, that game was Gala's straight win and not both teams to score. That was, if you went with that, the odd would have been very, very much. So I took time to analyze because the home team has only won 1 game in 5 home matches. And yet, someone went ahead in the comment section to say that he's going to go with both teams to score. And you guys saw how that game went. So I was really, really disappointed because it's like somebody visiting a new city for the first time, and then you show him the way. He gets lost, and you tell him this is where you should go. He's just visiting the city for the first time, and then he tells you, no, 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 I know my way. You see. So what I'm seeing is that there are a lot of people who play matches with emotions. They don't use data. Football is data. These betting companies feed on data. Everything is data driven in football. So you can't come up and start making emotional predictions. That's why I show you guys my analysis here. Right? I don't do emotional or empathetic predictions for any of these teams. Everything is data driven. So I was really, really disappointed at that person who wrote in the comment section that it was going to be both teams to score. And I'm sure he played that and he lost. Very, very disappointing. So whenever we give our 2+ odds, there is a 95% guarantee that those matches will work. And also, I told you guys that you should share this channel, share the videos, but I'm seeing that most people don't. Okay, we have like 700 views. Imagine 700 people who watch were to share on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. What that means is that we'll have at least one person view the channel from those links, but you guys don't share. And what happens? That's why we are not really growing as we should, and the views aren't what it should be. So for that reason, instead of doing 2 odds, I'm going to go back to doing big odds because I think that's what people want. So you're going to do 9+ odds today. You guys should select your best matches and play. I'm not saying anybody should play it as it is. If you want to play as it is, you can put something small. But you guys should go ahead and choose the games you want to play. That's how it's gonna be going forward. Because if you guys appreciated my 2+ odds, you would do more. You would actually share this channel extensively, but you don't appreciate it. So let's do these big odds, right? So the very first game we have is from the England Premier League. It's a game involving West Ham and Liverpool. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. And the reason why this is going to be a very, very interesting game for the teams involved is because of one thing. And when you look at Liverpool, what's really, really interesting about Liverpool is that they've been on a losing streak. I don't know if you guys have observed that. Liverpool has been on a losing streak and they need to fix the situation. Thankfully, West Ham isn't doing very well. West Ham has only won one game at home. So three draws, one loss, and just one win. And it wasn't even a Premier League game, by the way. And West Ham is pretty secure. They've secured Premier League survival. I think right now they're just trying to see if they can maybe qualify for a European place. But they're pretty okay. So Liverpool lost in 90 minutes for the first time in 5 games when they played Everton. And it's understandable. Everton is playing for survival. And that was why I avoided this game. Did I play the game that day? Unfortunately, I did. But in our VIP, I did not play it because I knew it was going to, it might turn out to be difficult for Liverpool. So I didn't include the game in our VIP. Now, the point I'm trying to make is that Liverpool cannot take chances anymore. Thankfully, head to head shows that it's a fixture that Liverpool has dominated. They've only lost one since 2019 to this West Ham team. And given the fact that they're already behind on the table, and they will hope and pray that something magical happens with Arsenal and Man City. So what I'm predicting a straight victory. They cannot afford to lose this game. I'm predicting a straight victory for Liverpool. Liverpool to win outrightly in 90 minutes. And the odd is 1.54. The next fixture is Manchester United Burnley. So Manchester United, they've been doing okay in recent times. 3 wins, one draw, and one loss at home. And you saw how they came against Sheffield. No one expected them to win against Sheffield, but they did it, and they won very well. Burnley away from home has been they've been quite indecisive away from home. Only one victory in their last 5 away matches, 2 losses and 2 draws. They were able to draw Chelsea. They were able to draw West Ham. And the interesting thing is that these draws came against teams that are not playing for anything. Chelsea currently isn't playing for anything, right? They're just playing for vibes, you know. And then you have West Ham that also isn't playing for anything at the moment. So I can imagine why they drew those games, right? So the point I'm trying to make is Manchester United is actually playing for something. Manchester United stands a chance of potentially making it to the top five. Potentially making it to the top five. Currently, they are 7 points away from making it to the top five. And they'll be hoping that Tottenham, given the history of Tottenham, they will battle the top five again. Because it's in the history of the Tottenham team to battle to battle top five every season. So this is going to be a straight win for Manchester United. So Manchester United to win this game outrightly in 90 minutes at odds of 1.54. The next fixture is from the England Premier League, Newcastle Sheffield. Newcastle has been very, very excellent. It's interesting how they've won 3 matches at home and they've drawn twice. And you look at the teams they drew first, they drew against Everton. Everton will do everything possible to make sure they don't get relegated. And they have good players, by the way. They drew against Bournemouth. Bournemouth is currently in another planet. I don't know where they got the determination from. They're playing very, very well. Against the Sheffield team that has lost 4 times and drawn once, you can't really expect much from them at the moment when they are coming to meet this Newcastle team. Interestingly, head to head favors Newcastle a lot. So when you check the standings, the reason why Newcastle will want to push hard is that they're just 3 points behind Man United and could potentially qualify for a European place. It might not be Champions League, but for a European place. And that's something that should and will excite them. So, given the strength of the opposition, given the fact that Sheffield is in a shambles at the moment, we are going for Newcastle to win in 90 minutes. And the Newcastle straight victory is 1.25. The next fixture is from the Germany Bundesliga. It's a game involving Bayern Leverkusen and Stuttgart. Bayer Leverkusen has already won the league. But right now, they're playing for something very important. They want to finish the season without losing. I've never seen a team with this sort of motivation. Right? It's not just enough for them to win the league. They now want to finish the season without losing in any competition. I don't think they've lost in any competition that they've been part of. So that would be greater than Arsenal's, I think the Invincibles or something. They literally make themselves the greatest team ever in the world in the history of football if they're able to accomplish that. So against this Stuttgart team that is also not playing for anything, because Stuttgart is also sure of qualifying in the top four. I think they are currently number two. What that means is that you should expect goals in this fixture. So Stuttgart is position three, Bayern Munich is position two. It's pretty confirmed they should be okay to qualify for the top four at the end of the season. And head to head shows that this fixture constantly produces two or more goals. So we are going with the option of over two goals, and the odd for over two goals is 1.15. The next fixture is PSG Le Havre. So you have this PSG team that is averaging 2.5 goals at home. They tend to play well without Mbappe. You have this Le Havre team, whatever. I just hope that's the pronunciation, that is averaging two goals away from home. In head to head shows that this fixture always produces two or more goals. Four out of their last five meetings have produced two or more goals. And you check the standings, and it's interesting that PSG is sure of winning the league, and Le Havre, whatever the pronunciation, they're trying to get themselves out of the relegation waters. And PSG has a Champions League coming up. So what that means is PSG is going to score. Le Havre is also going to score some goals. And that should give us 2.5 goals. So we are going with the option of over two goals. Over two goals. And the odd for over two goals is 1.27. The next fixture we have is Blackburn Coventry. Blackburn is averaging 1.5 goals at home. Coventry is averaging 2.5 goals away from home. And why this game will be extremely important for both teams is that we need to look at the standings. When you look at the standings, you see that this Blackburn team is um, position 19, right? Very close to relegation waters, and they really want to get themselves out of the relegation waters. Now, you have Coventry that is just 5 points away from the top six promotional places. I think, is it five or eight? It should be 10 points also away from the top six promotional places. And they will still believe and hope that they can make it. They just need to win a couple of more games, and then they can stand a chance of breaking into the top six for the promotional games. Now, Blackburn is playing for relegation to get themselves completely out of the relegation zone. Coventry is playing to see if they can get back into the top six. So expect goals. And why you should expect goals is head to head looks very, very good. And it's for this reason that we are going with the option of over two goals. And the odd for over two goals is 1.28. And finally, we have from the Czech Republic an interesting game involving Sigma Olomouc versus Sparta Prague. So Sparta Prague is averaging a minimum of 1.5 goals away from home. They've won three matches away from home. They've lost twice, and the two games they lost the first one was from the Europa League, understandably, and the second one was against Pleasant. Pleasant is a very strong team. Now, why this game will be extremely important for Sparta Prague is they are currently number one. If they fail to win this game and Slavia Prague wins, then they might really struggle to win the league. This is an extremely important game for them to win in order to be sure of winning the league. You see, that's how important it is for them. Now, it's also important that we check this team, the Sigma Olomouc team. They are not in a threatening position, so they will not really want to exert a lot of pressure as you would expect. So the point I'm trying to make is this is a game that Sparta Prague will want to win convincingly in 90 minutes. And it's for this reason that we are going for a straight victory for Sparta Prague. And the odds for Sparta Prague to win this game in 90 minutes, as you would expect, is 1.55. And of course, you have the booking code for the two teams for these games. Sporty Bet and Winners Bet, and I want to wish you guys the very best.